Hey guys, it's Faith Gaming here. I hope you're well. Guys, take a quick look at the overscreen. Have a quick pause if you need to. I'll run through the armies on the spot, but it's another game of or another multiplayer battle of Total War Warhammer 2. I am playing Crooked Moon against High Elves. I'll slow it down a sec just to run through because I actually changed up my army comp a little bit just to see what else I could do. This is a bit of a cheese spec, to be honest. I felt a little bit bad rolling it, but yeah, just lost a game or two to some people. Just that I thought I'd just mix it up and see what else I could do with just kind of goblins and stuff they'd have access to. So I took 5 sets of squigs. One is including the dirt kits, the unique one. 4 sets of trolls in the front line here with my hammer of gork. My teeth robbers, the chariots here. My night goblin war boss is on a squig, the giant cave squig. I got a big boss on a wolf, and I have just a hero night goblin shaman. Another set of 2 squigs over here. So like I said, that's 5, 2 here, and 3 on that flank. I stuck all my fanatics over here. Sorry, they're just normal night goblins. 2 of them are actually the unique ones, the Warlords Boys and the AP Gloonies, and then just 2 standard night goblins on this flank. My opponent has taken 2 sets of spears here in the front, 2 sets of spears in the back, protecting his flank, an eagle bolt thrower, a group of Phoenix Guard, 2 sets of White Lions, 3, 1 in the front line, 2 here, kind of second line back. Sisters of Avalon, 2 sets of normal archers, normal high elf archers, techless on a horse, and then in the front flanks, kind of left and right, a set of Lothan Sea Guards each, with shields. So he's gone quite defensive. He's got quite a nice position here on that hill. Kind of, yeah. I thought it was a nice position anyway, to be honest. Looks pretty defensible, and he's gone very, very defensive, but which is probably a good tactic against Night Goblin. So I'll speed this up. I was really interested to see how my using the Vanguard deployment on those on my actual bulk of my kind of infantry army would work, and how well these trolls would do flying into the front, because obviously they're going to be flying straight into 2 sets of spears and these white lions, as well as kind of a hail of fire from Sisters of Avalon, Lothan, and the archers. I go into obviously these squigs are going to come and flank here, and my other 2 set of squigs, and that was my main plan really, was to try and hold up as much of his actual fighting force as possible with these guys as well, and just pick holes at him with the squigs in and out, trying not to lose too many, knowing full well the trolls are going to take a bit of a hiding coming in here. I was a bit slow on the uptake getting my my big bosses and my war boss and my shaman up for their encourageability. I put them on walk and the trolls on run, because these guys normally arrive before anyone else and get shot to bits by archers. But yeah, I was a bit slower today, so the trolls' morale drops quite quickly. Yeah, these guys are getting pasted, so it's no problem really. They'll regen, retreat, and come back is what they normally do. So as you can see, we're converging on him. He's just about seen my my Warlords Boys now. These trolls make it through into this side, into the Lothan. These ones here, not so much, in spears and getting picked out. He gets a nice bit of magic off there, but maybe just off the line that he wanted. But yeah, all the same. I'll pause it a sec, slow it down. So Night Goblins came in on this side, caught these kind of white lions. The Lothans who were in retreat from the trolls coming around. I make a bit of an error here. I should have brought these Night Goblins here down round into the back of this front here. These ones into here, these ones into here as they do. These ones should have come around and been kind of another set here. I just, off the kind of just rushing essentially, I end up throwing them into this big bulk here, which isn't perfect, to be honest. Oh, he's gonna have a bad time. Yeah, he's going home. You're going home wrapped in an IL flag, mate. That was the end of you. Yeah. Cool cinematic. I'll put it back on full play, kind of full speed. You can see, so there's so many squigs running around here. I saw an opening to get into these bolt throwers. You single out trolls with them on the single bolts. They can be pretty nasty. I was just waiting for a hole to open up here, of something that I could get into. I spot these Lothan Sea Guard with shields on their own. Although they're spears, I find that they 2 sets of squigs into them will cause some good damage. To be fair, he pretty much flattened my trolls. flying up the centre, they didn't really have the damage that I was hoping for, or the survivability. But they did run into spears and with archer support, so a lot of them have kind of retreated back, but they find their way back into the battlefield no problem. It's really just a game of holding these guys in here. He gets off a couple of spells on us, but I'm constantly catching itchy nuisance on this to stop it from kind of flattening my goblins. And as you notice, they don't take a hell of a lot of damage. I did a Curse the Bad Moon there, but I was hoping it would come across the sisters, but it didn't. Sure, I spotted this in it when I was having a quick look at the replay earlier on. Absolute flock of squigs charging up here. They see a gap with these archers and these sisters who are starting to do kind of starting to be a pain firing into my night goblins here. Although with the angle they've got to fire, it's not ideal, and they're probably hitting a bit of their own. But yeah, looking this way is if you turn around and you see that behind you, that's not what you want. That is an absolute flock of squigs just hurtling towards you. Good times. So opening up the gap, as you can see, he's kind of been running around chasing squigs off here and there, left, right, and centre. And yeah, this gap opens up. The front line is starting to crumble a bit, so I just start piling into the back of kind of spearmen here. More trolls coming back. These Phoenix Guard have got 14 kills. They've been absolutely hammered by the Hammer of Gork. It's just whittled them down to nothing. See the squigs getting in here and then getting back out as a set of spears comes to try and trap them in. But at that point, I mean, they've done pretty good damage to the sisters, whose morale is on the cusp. The archers here, morale is absolutely crumbled, and they've taken heavy kind of casualties. The fight on this front, with the use of kind of itchy nuisance on these kind of spears, white lions, has kind of kept my night goblins in the fight pretty well. They haven't racked up a hell of a lot of kills. 42, 33, 22. That's not too bad, supported by the trolls and kind of everything. They've held their own really well against these guys and just held up kind of a couple of units. Squigs again just rampaging along, and if you've got kind of 3 packs of them, I'm never really scared to throw them into a group of spears, especially these cheap high elf spears. They will just within kind of 5, 6, kind of up to 10 seconds. There's a nice spell going off. He maybe would have been better off doing it diagonally, but of course he probably didn't want to catch his own troops. So I was saying, the squigs, you throw them into the a single set of units with kind of 3 squig riders, even if they are spears, they are going to take them apart. And I think at the end, these guys here now, morale's starting to crumble, morale's starting to go. I think Teclis is pinned in here, and his morale's just gone, and that wins me the game. It's a tough one, really. He had a really good position on that hill, a nice kind of formation. He did some good damage to the trolls in the approach. It's difficult when you've got that many squigs, but I feel like if you just held those rear spearmen in the defensive position that they had, instead of trying to chase off squigs who were just kind of goading them out, or squig riders who kind of goading them out, he probably would have had a bit of a better time. I appreciate he still had the Hammer Cork still going, so that, these things guard were getting their hammer in. It's a tough one, really. I don't envy him having to fight against that army, that many squig riders, and with the trolls who will they'll regen on the break as they're running away. By the time we get them back into combat, if they haven't lost too many models, they're still very, very useful. And with the night goblins all on that left flank, his kind of right flank, on my left side, they still had quite a lot of staying power left to go, and we're putting up a really good fight. The night goblin shaman is absolutely brilliant, with the itchy nuisance combined with on kind of anything these guys are fighting. If they're in a bulk, the itchy nuisance just drops the kind of the chance of losing these guys pretty quickly. Overall good fight, I think. Just unfortunate, good positioning, but yeah, maybe wasn't expecting that many kind of squig riders. And yeah, just hold your ground, I think, rather than try and push out to get them. You're never going to catch them, and they're just goading to try and get into your archers. Yeah, GG guys, if you like that battle, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. We're releasing kind of regular content. Just waiting for SFO to be completed before we start some Steel Faith overall kind of campaigns. Probably get 2 or 3 going at the same time and get those uploaded. So until the next one, guys, I'll catch you again. Be safe. Cheers.